rugged north, to the beautiful south, to the centre, east, west, doesn't matter where. For four-wheel drive tips and tricks and travel and information, you've come to the right place. Come for a ride with us, Mud Ducks, four-wheel drive tour.
Well, g'day everybody, Steve from Mud Ducks 4-Wheel Drive Touring. As you would have seen in our recent series, we've been using a Marlin camper trailer and it has survived very well, so I thought it's time for me to tell you about it. So let's do just that. I'll give you a look from here. Okay, now we don't normally use the sidewall, but it's a little bit windy today, so we put the sidewall up. And we've got the window wound up on it. Now what we've been doing with this full drifter kitchen setup is we've just been using a butane stove on there, but it's designed so you can hold a 2 or 3 burner gas stove if you want. It has a sink or tap there that plumbs via a hose that's supplied in there into a fitting down there to go off your main tank, and you can just pump the water up. I haven't got that plumbed in at the moment. Now in here we have, I think it's a 60 litre Evercool fridge, especially designed for Marlin, so it fits the height of their trailers. This one's got the full drifter drawer set up, so we've got a couple of pantry drawers here and they slide on this box. I won't pull out all the way, but that's a full access box that gets you right into the very back of the trailer, so you can get to anything. This one has a Red Arc Battery Manager 30 in it. As you can see, it's on solar now and it's charging nicely. It's also fully charged because we drove up today with the car. So I'll take you for a walk around the outside of it first. Now the way we've been setting it up has been mostly like this. We've been putting the awning out and just the 3 poles. We haven't had the sidewall up until today, to be honest. It has spreader bar there, one in the middle, one at the side there, as you'd expect. And just your vertical poles there. And it also uses spreader bars up the front here and here to give it its strength. Now with the full drifter kitchen and return set up, you have to move this pole out slightly, but that's not really a huge problem. So like I said, I'll show you on the inside in a minute. That's my solar lead coming out just there. Couple of chairs and we'll go around. Now at the present time, Kaz hasn't unrolled the windows yet. That big flap there is a massive great window which you can in fact put some tent poles out and turn into another veranda over the window. And we've been using like that. The ground here is ridiculously hard where I am at the moment, so it's not pegged down to the ground as well as I have been doing it. So it normally looks better than this. Got a giant big window over here into the tent section. You've got the waterproof toolbox. Now this box has been through all sorts of rubbish in the last few weeks and has not let in any water at all. So that's really good. Has a drop down jockey wheel, the handbrake, the Anderson plug and the usual 7-pin flat trailer plug. The stone deflector has been doing a good job. It looks horrible at the moment, but it's been doing a good job. You've got 2 pole tubes behind the waterproof box. That's the cover. It has a jerry can holder here. It's got a gas bottle holder here. This one's got a electric water pump there. It has got a manual pump, so you can get your water out that way. So I think it's a 60 litre water tank or thereabouts. I'll double check it. If it's wrong, I'll put it up on the screen. It's a leaf sprung, 15-inch wheels. It's got 235 75 R15s on it, and they're handling it really well. This window here is off the side of the bed, and it provides nice ventilation, and as you can see, because it's pegged out, it can be raining, you can still have it open. This is your one side wall that we're using on this occasion, and that's got a big roll out window on it as well. It comes with all the guy ropes you need. Now I personally have not been using all of them. I wanted to use a single one, so this is one of my guy ropes that I carry, but it does have all the guy ropes one would require. Oh, what I forgot to show you, next to the battery manager system is your water tank gauge. We got 3/4 of a tank still. It also has power outlets, 12-volt SIG socket there, USB port, and they're switchable. So you've got the red light on there when they're on. To switch them off, you literally just push that cover and they're off. All right, through the mesh there is Kaz. So we'll give you a look in there in just a second. Okay, let's take you inside. Try not to trip over my solar cable there. Nice, easy running zip. I'll just step over it. Now, don't worry about the floor having those ripples in it. I haven't pegged it out as well as I probably could have. So it's probably a little bit scrunched up compared to what it is normally. But anyway, I'm 6 foot, so I'll give you a comparison by looking at me. This is the height you have above your head right out here at the tent. So you have plenty of room out here. I'll spin you back around again. And it's really easy to use. Now that pole there comes out of its mount, which is up near the bed, to give you a nice access through the doorway. But when it's closed up, it's parallel to this on that side of the bed. Now it has got a divider in case you want to keep the kids from seeing what you and the missus or the partner are up to. Not even going to go there any further. We don't need it, it's just Kaz and I, so we've just left it like that. Now it's nice and comfortable, it's a good size bed. There's plenty of room for me and Kaz. I'm not a small guy. There's plenty of room for us. That mattress is quite thick and comfortable, and we have slept on it really, really well. Now the big thing with this camper has been, on this particular trip, Kara and I have taken it through the high country, as you would have seen already, and we have pounded the absolute hell out of it. And it has just survived everything. It really, really has handled some horrible, horrible tracks. And inside the tent here, there's no dust. It's been perfectly good. So that's really cool. Now it has let dust in on the outside of the tent, over in the kitchen section, but apparently I've already had a chat to Steve, the owner, and he's working on a way of improving that for future with a different design door. But at the moment there is a bit of dust on the bench tops. That bench top there covers where that cooker is and stops here at the fridge. So the fridge lid has also got some dust on it, as has these drawer tops. But realistically, it's a box trailer, guys. It should have a bit of dust getting in. But where we don't have dust is in there, where the munchies are. There's no dust. There's no dust in there, other than what's flowing in when the drawer's been open. So there's no real dust in there. So realistically, it has done a great job. So I don't need to rabbit on about this camper all that much longer, guys. But I'll just have a seat, because why not? But what I can tell you is, for the price of this camper trailer and for the basic design, this thing is almost unbreakable. No trailer's unbreakable. The battery management system's been working perfectly. I did forget to mention this one has a 100 amp hour lithium battery in it, so it's working like a champion. And it's just really a good trailer. I'm just trying to think of what else I can tell you about. I'm not sponsored by Marlin, by the way. Steve at Marlin Campers was good enough to lend me this trailer to test, and his exact words were, flog the hell out of it. I want it to be beaten up. I want to see how it survives, knowing you're going where you're going. Now, I'm pretty confident that I've absolutely beaten the hell out of this thing, and those little minor issues are not enough to get excited about. So if I was after a soft floor camper, I would give these a serious look, because they are good. Now, I have not put the sidewall up, other than that one that I showed you earlier, to enclose it all, but I'm sure it all fits up nicely. That one velcros in really well. This one is the smaller tent too. There's a version with a larger tent, so if you need a bit more room, you can get a bigger tent, which I think goes further out behind you, away from the trailer, but I could be wrong. It may possibly go further out that way, where Kaz is. Quite possibly. Might be bigger that way. I'm not sure. There's no point me pretending that I know I don't know. So. Alright guys, thanks for putting up with me on this one. I've had a few questions about this camper trailer already, so I figure I'd just do a whole separate clip after the trip video and let you know what I think of it. So what do I actually think of it? I think it's a cracker. It is just handled everything as I said. I don't know what more you could want from it. It handles everything, and you get to the end of the day, you set yourself up in bed and you go to sleep. It's beautiful. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to just quickly throw a microphone over to Kaz, and she can tell you what she thinks of it.
I think it was amazing. It was a lovely camper trailer to use and utilize. It was just wonderful, and all the tracks it did, and to survive, I highly recommend it. It's really good. Thanks everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll pass you back to Steve.
She really does love being on the mic, guys, as you can tell. Yeah, I'll just clip myself back on. You put up with that for a second. Low budget production, as Ryan Ingleton would say. Alright guys, well that'll do us for this. That's enough rabbiting on about a camper trailer, but as I said, if you are in the market for a soft floor camper trailer, give Marlin Campers a serious look. There'll be links in the description, on my Facebook page, all that kind of stuff, and well worth a look, guys. Okay, thanks again for watching. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, click the notification bell and you'll know when a new video goes up every week. Put a like on it. It really helps the channel. The algorithm relays this thing and lets more people watch my videos. It's how that works. That's what the likes are about, guys, if you were never aware. To the old hands, as always, thanks again for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my clips. And I hope you don't mind me spending 20 minutes or something talking about a camper trailer. But it's just a good thing. All the best, guys. Like we say here at Mud Ducks 4Drive Touring, just get out there, enjoy the bush, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers from Steve and Kaz at Mud Ducks 4Drive Touring.
See ya.